Good evening, everybody. I'll start this session. I've muted all of you. If you want to say something, please text so that I can answer your question. At the end, I will unmute all of you so that you can ask your questions on one. So, by the way, I'm Dr. S.Santha Kumar, CSAT faculty in Sadik IAS Academy, and also Max Optional and Science and Tech faculty in the same institution. So, on behalf of Sadik IAS Academy, I welcome all of you for this CSAT orientation. So you all know, I think many of you are the aspirant, I hope so. Whether it is the veterans or the newcomer, I don't know. But let's hope that you are all newcomer. So I'll start from the beginning. And you must know one fact that the last couple of years or few years, the CSAT has got some importance because for last few years they have tightened the questions, which means they are asking questions from the advanced area and also the moderate area. And students feel the heat of CSAT because of many reasons. I'll tell you the reason why the students of facing the difficulty in answering the CSAT questions a little bit later. So, and many of the students used to tell me that they have cleared the paper 1 GS paper, but CSAT paper they felt difficult and they couldn't get through the CSAT paper. So like that, so many comments are coming about the CSAT paper. So the reason I'll tell you a little bit later why the students are feeling like that. And before that, the purpose or the components of this CSAT orientation, I'm going to touch upon 3 areas. First is that the basic information about the CSAT paper. So what is that CSAT paper and what is the syllabus and how much mark you have to score and what are the negative mark, and like that so many aspects I'll be discussing in the beginning. Afterwards I'll be telling you the various methods you can use to solve the CSAT questions or the aptitude questions asked in the CSAT paper. So there are different methods. I've come out with 8 different methods through which you can answer the mathematics part of the CSAT paper. So that is what the second part I want to discuss. And of course the third one, the next 2 months we have planned a course on CSAT, and what are the assurance I can give if you take up on that course. That is what the third component I like to talk about. So these are the 3 important areas I'll be talking about. The first is the CSAT paper, where it comes in civil services examination. Okay, so you all know the civil services examination, UPSC civil services examination is 3-stage examination. One is preliminary, the next stage is mains, and of course the interview, or we can say this personality test. So 3-stage. And this preliminary examination is a screening examination, which means, so if you get through this preliminary only, you will be going and writing the mains examination, and whatever the marks you score in the preliminary examination, which will not be taken and counted for your final result. So end result, whether you are getting through the examination or not, it is going to be decided based on the marks what you score in the mains and the interview, not in the preliminary. But if you want to go to this mains, you have to clear this paper, I mean the preliminary examination. So many of you would know this basic facts, so nothing new here, but just I like to recall. Okay, the preliminary paper consists of 2. The preliminary examination consists of 2 papers. Paper 1, which is GS, General Studies. Paper 2, it is called CSAT, which means Civil Services Aptitude Test. So it is aptitude paper. So each paper is for only 200 marks. Each paper is for 200 marks. But here the number of questions, the mark is going to be 200, here also 200. The number of question here, it is going to be 100. That means each question carries 2 marks. So here number of questions going to be, it is just 80. So each question here carries 2 marks, but here each question carries 2.5 marks. So what is the difference between these 2 papers? So if you want to go to the mains examination means you will be consider the marks scored in this paper, paper 1 only, GS paper. But whether to correct this paper or whether you are eligible or whether you have cleared the preliminary examination is based on this paper also, paper 2 CSAT, because this is qualifying paper. CSAT is the qualifying paper, which means you have to get pass mark in this. You have to get pass marks. Sir, what is that pass mark, sir? It is out of this 200, you have to score only 33% of the mark. So 33% of 200, it is going to be 66 marks. So if you score 66 mark in this paper, that means you are through this paper. So once you are through this paper, you will be evaluated this paper. This paper only what? Based on the cutoff and the marks scored by you, you will be said whether you have cleared the preliminary examination or not. So it is as simple as this. Once you clear the preliminary examination, you will write the mains examination and then interview. That is different process. Let me stick to myself to only this paper called CSAT. So now we know, if you want to get through this paper CSAT, you have to score 66 marks. That means I have already said this paper is going to have 80 questions. And what is the question and the syllabus, I'll just show a little bit later. So now you have to score 66 marks. Each question carries 2.5 marks, which means that you have to get 27 questions correctly to get to what? 67.5 marks. So if you get 27 questions, or if you write the 27 questions correctly, means you will get the 67.5 marks. That means you are through this paper. Suppose if you write one question less, suppose 26 marks, you will be 26 questions, you will be scoring only 65 marks. You will be scoring only 65 marks, which means what? You are 1 mark short of the qualifying mark, right? So no, in this case, you are not qualified in the CSAT paper. So in this case, you are qualified. So for the safer purpose, or we consider the 28 questions. 28 questions are correct in this paper, means you got 70 marks. So you are on the safer side. So to clear this paper, we'll assume that you have to get the 70 marks instead of 66 marks. So I'm just rounding it off to 70 marks. So if you score 70 marks, you have just passed this paper CSAT. And it is not considered for what? The cutoff. It will not be considered, and it is what? Only the paper 1. In this paper only, they are going to consider your mark. Based on that only, they will be allowing you to mains examination. So this is just to qualify marks. That means you have to get pass mark, that is 33% of 200. Now, so I have just said what is the total mark, how much mark you have to score, and how much questions you have to answer correctly. That means 27 question, it is correct, it is okay. 28, safer side. And there is another twist here. The twist is, it has got negative marking. Negative mark, it is paper 1 or paper 2, it is 1/3. Okay, 1/3 for the paper 1, it is 2 mark question. Every question carries 2 marks. That means 1/3 means 1/3 of 2. 1/3 of 2, it is going to be 0.6 in the case of the paper 1. Whereas in the case of paper 2, it is 1/3 of 2.5 marks. That means 0.83 marks will be reduced if you answer a question wrongly. So this is the negative mark for each question. To explain this in a better way, let us take this one. Suppose you are answering the 5 question. In this 5 questions, 4 questions are correct, 1 question is wrong. For the 4 question, 4 into 2.5, you will be awarded what? 10 marks. And 1 wrong question you have to reduce, they will be deducting you 0.83 marks. So 10 minus 0.83, it is 9.17 marks. So out of 5 questions, 4 questions are correct, 1 question is wrong, means the net mark what you have scored is not 10 mark, it is 9.17 mark. Like that, they will reduce the mark for each not correct answer. For the correct answer, they will give the marks, 2.5 marks. So because of this negative marks only, this paper becomes little bit difficult, and it has become now to score this 67.5 mark or 70 marks. At that stage it has come in the last few years. Okay, now I have just said what is that mark we have to score in this paper. Now let's look into the syllabus what they have given for the CSAT paper. CSAT syllabus, if you look at it, this is the syllabus: comprehension, interpersonal skills including communication skills, logical reasoning and analytical ability, decision making and problem solving, general mental ability, basic numeracy including data interpretation, up to the 10th standard level. This is the syllabus given in the UPSC syllabus. Now, if I just consider this syllabus, I can put them or categorize them into 3. That is the basic numeracy or the basic maths as one topic. The other one I can just say reasoning, including everything, mental ability, and then comprehension. Comprehension, problem solving and all comes there. General mental ability and reasoning, and then numeracy or basic maths. So based on the syllabus what they have given, I can categorize them into 3: numeracy, basic numeracy or basic maths, and reasoning and comprehension. So here in the numeracy part, you will be studying about the basic maths what you have studied in your school, like the average, percentage, profit and loss, and what else, the permutation, combination, and so many topics of the basic maths we will be discussing in this numeracy part. And the reasoning we will be discussing about the sequence, series, coding, decoding, and syllogism, and so many things we will be discussing in the reasoning. And the comprehension, they'll give the passage, you have to understand the passage, they'll ask the question based on the passage, you have to answer it. So this is what about the numeracy, reasoning, and the comprehension. Now if you just go through the previous year question paper, now let us understand how many questions are have been asked in these areas in the previous year. Just if you look at the analysis, see here in the last year 2021, the comprehension part 27 question been asked, and the reasoning 23 question, and the basic maths 30 questions. Similarly 2020, 26 questions from comprehension, and 12 question from the reasoning area, and 42 questions from the numeracy. Similarly, you could see the number of questions in each year been asked in the 3 different areas. Now if you just look at that question, more than 50 questions comes from these 2 areas. They are mathematical based, the pure maths and the reasoning, right? And I have already said you have to correctly write minimum of 28 questions to get through this paper. Okay, by considering the negative marks and all, net mark, if you want to get 70 means you have to correctly answer 28. Above, if you are answering, means that is extra mark. Okay, fine. And see here, more than 50 questions every year on an average been asked in these areas. and also comprehension. On an average 30 questions they are asking. And here if you look at, you cannot just skip any area. You cannot only concentrate on English alone or the comprehension part alone. If you concentrate, you'll be, yes, answering 30 questions. You may not know whether the 30 questions what you are answering is correct or not in the examination hall. You will have some sort of the fear in the examination hall. Okay, there you might make the known question also mistakenly you can write. Okay, so for the safety purpose, okay, we have to touch the other. Suppose if you are very much having a good knowledge in English also, no problem. You have to touch the other area also, max also. And one of the advantage of attending max question is that it is the area is unambiguous. Okay, the answer, if you follow the right procedure, right formula, right method, you will get the right questions. Here you can answer certainly. By answering on your own, you can come to know whether whatever you have answered is correct or not. That you yourself can say. Okay, but that is not the case here. I hope so. Okay, here the questions may be ambiguous one. Okay, you may not be able to come to a conclusion based on the given question, and based on the given passage and asked question. And I'm not saying that you can omit this, no. And you have to just touch all the areas, because if you want to be in the safer side in this paper, CSAT paper, you have to attend 60 to 70 questions. So 60 to 70 questions you have to attend. In this minimum 60 questions, maximum you can go to 70, and even if you want to attend all 80 questions, you can attend, no problem. But minimum, in my opinion, this is my opinion, so you have to attend minimum 60 questions in this area. Because suppose if you are attending 60 questions, if you attend 60 questions, look at here. Suppose if you are attending 60 questions, the 50 questions going to be from the basic maths and the reasoning. Remaining 10 questions you have to attend from the comprehension. Or the other way also, you want to skip the basic maths and you want to concentrate on the reasoning and the English part, means again that is 50 questions, and the remaining 10 questions you have to answer from the maths area, basic maths. So in that case, you have to read all. You cannot skip anything. So that is what I'm trying to say here. And one more thing is that, suppose this is the case I have taken. Suppose you are answering 60 questions. In that, let us assume that 40 questions are correct, 20 questions are wrong, 20 questions are wrong. In that case, how much mark you would score? So 40 questions, this is 40. 40 questions are correct means, so you'll have what? 100 marks. And 20 questions are wrong. That means 20 into 0.83. They'll be what? Reducing. 20 into 0.83 means 16.6. So 100 minus 16.6, you will be given what? 83.4 marks, net marks, right? So you get through this paper because you want only 66 marks. So you are attending 60 questions and you are making minimal mistake, 20 questions, and 40 questions are correct, right? 2:1 ratio. So in that case, you are getting 80 plus marks. So you are getting through this. Okay. So that is why I say, even if we make 5 more questions wrong, you will be in the safer side only. If you just to reduce 5 marks from here, you will get 78 plus marks, 78 marks you will get. Again, you are in the safer side. So out of 60 questions, you are allowed to make what? 25 questions wrong. I mean, You intend there write questions after coming here and verifying that 25 questions are wrong means okay, fine, you are what getting through the paper. And if you go beyond that, what you will be in trouble. So that is why I'll just say minimum 60 questions you have to answer. Maximum you can go up to till 80 also. Even suppose if you are attending 80 questions and 50-50 is correct also, fine here. Suppose you are attending all 80 questions. So in that 40 questions are correct and the remaining 40 questions are wrong means no problem, I guess so. You will be getting through this paper on border. That means 40 questions, 100 marks, and the year 40 into 8.3, 0.83, 0.83. So what is that you will get? So it is 12 to then 32, 33, 33.2. If you just remove 33.2 negative marking, you will get what? 100 minus 33.2, you will get 66.8. So border, you are supposed to score 66 marks, you are scoring 66.8. That means what? You are getting through the paper on by scoring the border mark. And if you just make one more question here mistake, 41 questions are wrong, 39 questions are right, means you are not qualifying the CSAT paper. So how much question you have to attend? It is based on the paper. No, you cannot decide here. And minimum you have to have the idea. Minimum you have to attend 60 questions. Maximum you can go to what? 80 questions. Since it is a qualifying paper, you have to score what? Only the pass marks. So you can easily attend the questions based on the max part and also English part. See, I'm going to just concentrate on only the max part. Since I belong to this area, I'll be just talking about the max part only. As I said earlier, you just concentrate on the max areas. You are having the formula, you are having the technique, you know the method, you are able to understand the given question and interpret it properly. If you apply the right method, what you will be getting the right question. So here the chances of making mistake is very minimal if you do the sum properly. Okay, condition applied here. Okay, that is why. So the which area you are going to give importance, it depends on your capability. So in my personal opinion, we can give more importance to this max and reasoning area, so that it will be easy for you, as well as what you yourself can come to know the marks scored by you after writing the exam. So that is the reason I'm saying this. Okay, fine. Now, sir, max questions, will it be tough, sir, or it will be easy, or will it be moderate? No. UPSC in every year they ask easy questions, moderate questions, and also what? The advanced questions. So all questions are not going to be easy, all questions are not going to be what? Moderate, all questions are not going to be advanced. It is a combination of all category of questions. Okay, then and we decide easy, moderate, advanced based on certain criteria. So it depends on the individual. For some individual, if he is able to attend the question, he consider that the question is easy. If he is able to attend the question, get the right answer, but it will take some time, that question is considered to be moderate question. And if the question is taking some more time to get the answer, that question is what? Advanced question. Somebody feel. Okay, me too have the same feeling. Here the exam is for only 2 hours. So your CSAT paper you are going to write for only 2 hours. So within that you are going to answer 80 questions. In that case, you are allowed to take 80 seconds for each question. On an average, I'm talking about. So this might vary. And an average, you are allowed to take 80 seconds for each questions. Okay. So I can categorize here the easy question, medium, and the advanced question based on the time, how much time I'm taking to solve each question, right? Suppose if I take the time less than 40 seconds to solve a question, means that is considered to be easy question. Around 80 question, around 80 seconds, if I take to complete a question, it is considered to be what? The moderate question. If I take more than 80 seconds to complete or to answer a question, that question is considered to be advanced question. So here we can categorize the easy, moderate, advanced based on the time taken to solve the question. So that is what I'm trying to say. So UPSC is not going to ask only this question, easy question, moderate, advanced. No, it is going to be a combination of all. So whatever the time you save here, you can use it for a year. And also whatever the time you save here, you can use it for a year. So it is the combination of all this question. And as I said in the beginning, the students started to feel the heat of the CSAT, because nowadays the standard in the applicability of the concept of the CSAT being increased. I mean, each concept in the syllabus, they are increasing the standard. That is why the students feel the heat of the subject. That happens because of the lack of practice, or not they are not allotting the enough time for the preparation. So in simple words, so students feel the difficulty for answering the CSAT question, because major reason, in my opinion, it is the lack of practice. And what is that we do as an aspirant, and what is that we usually do? It is that in the end only, we'll try to get 4 or 5 questions of other different institute questions. We'll try to get it, we solve it, and then we come to a conclusion that we are just okay with the CSAT. But that is not required hereafter. We have to give enough time, and you have to practice a lot in this area. So see, this is like UPSC have set this paper. It demands something from you, so you have to what? Just do what is the required thing to just clear this paper. Suppose, see, everybody might be good in maths. I don't know. Everybody may not like maths, and so many things are there about the maths. I restrict myself to the maths again. And see, many of you would have done well in maths in your schools or in colleges. But here the requirement is something different. Based on the requirement, you have to strategize yourself, you have to prepare. Then only it is going to be easy, or else you will feel the heat, toughness. And the next one is that, see, here you are studying geography, history, and polity, so many other subject, environment, science and tech for the GS. You might be a graduate in the geography or history or whatever the economy area. Because you got a graduate from that area or discipline, do you just reject studying that paper or that subject for this examination of GS1? You will not just leave it, right? We will just prepare that paper also for what? According to the requirement of this examination. The same way here, though the syllabus given in CSAT is what? The small topics, average, percentage and all, you would have studied in the school days. But here the demand is different. They are not going to give you 5 numbers. They will not be asking you to what is the average. Okay, here the question, they will give some situation. You have to understand that question, and then you have to apply the concept or the formula or some other technique. Then only you will get the answer. So it is not going to be direct questions. So it is going to be what? The question is going to be indirect, and you have to interpret it, and then you have to answer. So that is the demand of the paper. So for that, what you need a lot of practice. This is where student make big mistake, I guess so. Just like that, they take the paper and they write it, they not getting through the paper. That is the reason, I hope so. The reason that is the reason behind CSAT becoming difficult. So enough practice or enough time, enough preparation need to be there in this area to get this preliminary, to get through the preliminary examination. Okay, fine. Next, I'll be discussing the various methods we can adopt while solving the maths related questions of CSAT. So for that, I have taken the previous year UPSC questions only. So previous year CSAT questions I have taken, and I'll be just saying what are the different ways you can adapt to solve those questions. That is what I'm going to discuss next. So let me go with the first method. Just look at this question. In this question, just you should know the numbers. If you know the numbers from 700 to, what is this question? Yeah, from 700 to 800. If you know the questions from 700 to, sorry, 1000, not 800, 700 to 1000, they are given what? 700 to 1000. In how many integers is the sum of digits 10? It is just your understanding. You don't require formula. You don't require any shortcuts. People used to say in maths shortcuts, and for your kind information, maths literature, there is nothing called shortcuts. They are alternative method. Okay, so I always not use the word shortcut. People tend to use that word shortcut because we are the humans. So human mind always tend to go towards something called the shortcuts and all. Okay, as a human. So I don't use that shortcut. We have the alternate method. So here in this question, there is no formula you can use. There is no alternate method you can use. Just you have to go according to the question what they have given. As per the question, you have to answer. What is the question they have given? They have given the numbers from 700 to 1000. 700 to 1000 they have given. And they are asking what? In how many integers? You know what is the integer? So positive integers are there, negative integers are there. We are going to what? From 700 to 1000 means only the positive integer, positive number. And in that numbers, what is the sum of the digits is 10. If I take suppose 701, unit digit, 10 digit, 100 digit. If I add all the three numbers, I'll get the 8. So this number will not fall under the category what they are asking here. The digit what? Sum of the digit need to be 10. So in that case, what is the first number it will come under this category? 703 will come under this category. If 703 is coming means 730 also will come. So if I add these two number, I mean all the three digits, I'll get 10. Here also, this is also different. This is a different number. This is a different number. And if I add all the digits, I'll get 10. And other numbers in between the 700 to 1000. What are the other numbers we have? We have 712. So add, if you add all the three digits, you will get 10 again. If 712 means 721 is also the number. That's it, I guess, within that 800. Next number you have to travel beyond 800, that is 802, and 802 means 820 also, and 811. If I add all this digits, I'm getting 10, and then the next is going to be what? 901. 901s mean 910. These are the 9 numbers in between 700 and 1000. If we add all the digits, we'll get to what? 10. So for this, here just you have to understand the question. As per the question, you have to go, you have to find it. So if you find that, the answer is going to be what? The answer is D, ninth question. This is what I said. This is the first method. This is the question. This question been asked in the year 2021, last year, right? 2021. They asked this question. See here. You no need formula. You don't need to think of any other alternate method. Just as per the question, if you go, you will get the answer. This is the first step. Okay. This kind of questions are also being asked regularly in the CSAT paper. So we can answer this kind of question easily. So this is one type of question they are asking, and this is how we have to approach this question. The other type. So see this question, the next question. What is the remainder when this 5 numbers 51, 27, 35, 62, 75 multiplied together is divided by 100? So you are asked to find what? The remainder when this number is divided by what? 100. So what is the one way of doing? Multiplying all this number, right? Multiplying all this number and dividing by 100, you will get what? What is the remainder? You are not asked to find the quotient, you are asked to find the remainder. So suppose if I multiply all this number, if I'm not wrong, I'll get this 224,106,750. This is the multiplication number. If I divide this by 100, the remainder is going to be 50. This is the answer. One way of answering this. It will take time. Almost I'm getting what? 9-digit number. Multiplying this 5 number, it will take time. So is there any other alternate method? I have to think about it. The alternate method is this. So what is that? They asked 51, 27, 35, 62 into 75. When I divide it by 100, what is the remainder they're asking? So just to cancel it. So this is 4 times, 3 times. This is what? 31, 2. So finally, what is that I'm getting? 51, 27, 35, 31 into 3 by 2, right? So now we are going to consider only what? The remainder. When I divide 51 by 2, I'll get what? Remainder 1. And when I divide 27 by 2, I'll get remainder what? 1. When I divide 35 by 2, I'll get what? Remainder 1. When I divide 31 by 2, I'll get what? Remainder 1. When I divide 3 by 2, I'll get remainder 1. So in each case, the remainder 1. If I divide by 2, that means what? 1 by 2 I'm getting. So which means what? See, I want to get the 100. I multiply by 50. I multiply by 50. Therefore, 50 by 100. So when I divide 50 by 100, the remainder is going to be what? Remainder is going to be 50. Remainder is going to be 50. So this is the alternate method. So this is comparatively easy if you understand, if you know the alternate method, or else what? You have to go along with the conventional method. Just multiply, divide, or if you know the concept, the alternate method, alternate way of doing the sum, you can do it. This is the second method. Second method is what? The alternate method. You can approach the sum alternatively. Alternate method. First one, as per the questions, you have to understand the question. You have to understand the question. As per the questions, you have to answer. You cannot use formula. You cannot use any alternate method. So the second type, so either you can go conventionally or you can go through the alternate method. So this is the second type. The third one, just consider this question. For what value of n, the sum of digits in the number is 2. So here what? They have given one condition in the question, or they have given one statement. Okay. It has got some meaning. For what value of n, the sum of digits in the number what they have given, it is 10 power n plus 1. The sum of digits. So this is the number. If I add all the digits in the number, the sum of the digits need to be 2. For what value of n they are asking. The question is about for what value of n, about n. So what are the n values satisfying this condition? What is the condition here? 10 power n plus 1. It is going to give some number. If I add the digits in the number, it should be what? 2. What are the values of n they are asking? So it is the condition. They have given what? 4 options. You have to what? Validate each options, right? This is the 2020 question. Okay. So in this case, what is the answer? How do you answer this question? How do you know this n? See, if I just, you have to start from where? See, first option for 0 only they have given. The second option for any whole number n. For the third option, they have given for any positive integers n only. Fourth option for any real number n. Okay. So you can just verify or you can check all 4 options. Is it true? This condition, is it true only for this option 1, n is equal to 0? If I take n is equal to 0 means 10 power 0 plus 1. That means what? 11 I'm getting. 10 power 0. Anything power 0 is 1. 1 plus 1. Sorry, not 11. 1 plus 1. If I add, what I'm getting? 2. The number is 11. 10 plus, sorry, the number is 2 only. This is 1. This is plus 1. The number is 2. So only 1 digit. They are asking what? Sum of the digit need to be 2. So only 2 is there. Okay, fine. This is satisfying the given condition. But is it the only number satisfying that condition? We have to check. For n is equal to 0 only. Why not 1? You take n value as 1. What is going to happen? 10 power 1 plus 1. 10 power 1 means 10. 10 plus 1 is what? 11. If I add the digits, what I get? 2 I'm getting. When I substitute 1 also, what? It satisfies. So the digits, the number I have, that number is 11. When I add the digits, I'm getting 2. So 1 is also what? Satisfying the condition. So they said what? The first option is wrong. For n is equal to 0 only. So you can remove that option. And then what? The second option, for any whole number n. So any whole number starts from what? Where? That is 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, like that. All these numbers are what? Whole numbers. So in that case, you have just already verified for 0, already verified for 1, now verify for 2. What is happening? 10 power 2 plus 1. That means what? So it is 100 plus 1. That is what? 101. If I add all the digits, I'm getting what? 2. Satisfying the condition. Even if you take 3, 10 power 3 plus 1. That means what? 1000 plus 1. That is 1001. If I add all the digits, 2 I'm getting. So this is also satisfying. Similarly, if you take n value 4 or 5 or 6, so you are going to get a number. If we add the digits of that number, you are going to get 2 only. So option 2 is satisfying the given condition. So for that, the answer is what? This one. Similarly, here I can easily leave this option because for any positive integer n only, any positive integer n means what? They are considering only from 1, 2, 3. It satisfies 0 also. Yes or no? So I can easily leave this condition. I can leave this condition. And for any real number n, no. If 10 power 1 by 2 plus 1, I'll get a number. If I add all the digits of the number, I'm not going to get what? The 2. So this is not going to be true. So what is that I'm trying to explain here? This is the another method in which they'll give one condition or statement. This is true condition. the condition or statement is true, and that condition you have to what? Validate by 4 options. So what are the statements satisfying the conditions? So that is what you have to do it here. This is the another method. So what is that? So we are validating the options based on the condition. What is the given condition? Which option is correct as per the condition we are checking. So this is the another method. First method, just as per the question you have to answer. Second method, you can think of the alternate method. The third one, they'll give a condition. You have to what? Verify the options which is satisfying the condition. This is another way of approaching the questions in max part. Okay. Next method will be going to the next method. See here, this is also same only, but here what different? Consider the following statements. So this is how the maximum number of questions going to be there in your GS paper 1. They'll give the 2 statement, which statement is correct. They'll be asking, right? Either one first statement or second statement or both the statement or neither. So maximum number of questions being going to be this category, and of course last year they have reduced this kind of questions in GS1. Okay, these kind of questions also will be asked in CSAT paper, especially max part. This is the question last year been asked 2021. Okay, see here, first statement, the sum of 5 consecutive integers can be 100. They are asking, see, you have to read the statement carefully. Sum of 5 consecutive integers can be 100. Okay, can be only if you get one set of 5 consecutive integers, and if the sum is 100, then this condition is true. Then the second one, the product of 3 consecutive natural numbers can be equal to their sum. The product of 3 consecutive natural numbers. Natural numbers going to be from where? 1, 2, 3, 4, like this it is going to start. So you are going to take 3 consecutive natural numbers and you are going to what? Multiply, and it is going to be equal to their sum. Okay, the second statement is obvious. If I take this 3 numbers, if I add them, I'm going to get 6. If I this is addition answer. If I multiply them, I'm going to get what? 6. There is one set of 3 consecutive natural number satisfying this condition. Even see both the conditions, if one set satisfy, then well and good, we can answer the question. So for the second statement, one set is there, therefore this is correct statement only. The product of 3 consecutive natural numbers. What natural number? They didn't say. 3 natural numbers consecutive, so we have this. Fine. What about the first statement? Can it be 100? So for that, what you take to validate this one, either you can take the first integer to be x, the next integer to be x plus 1, the next integer x plus 2, next integer x plus 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, the next integer x plus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 integers I have. They said what? Sum of these 5 integers only what? Need to be 100. I don't know. So you don't know here. I don't know what is x. Try to find x. So 5x is there. Therefore 5x plus, if you add the numbers, so it is 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. It is going to be what? 7, 10. This is equal to 100. So 5x, this is equal to 90. So 100 minus 10, 90. Therefore x is equal to what? 18. If x is 18, what are the 5 numbers we have? So it is going to be 18, 19, 19, 20, 21, 22. These are the 5 consecutive integers. If I add them, I'll get 100. So if you add all the 5 numbers, you'll get 100. So I am able to find one set of what? 5 consecutive integers satisfying this condition. Therefore, this is also true. This is also true. Therefore, option is what? Both. both 1 and 2 are true. So like this is another type of questions or another method. Okay, that is they'll give statements or conditions. You have to validate the statement itself here. In the previous question, they have given the statement. You are validating the option based on the statement there. The statement is here true statement. Here, we don't know whether these statements are correct or not. So we are just here validating the statement. We are checking whether the statement given statement or not. In the previous sum, we are just cross verifying the statement based on what the options. Here, the statement itself we are verifying. This is the another method we can approach to solve what the max problem. So this is the next method. The another one. This is, see, I like to explain the next method, how you can approach the max related problem. The next method is this. See here. So next method I'm going to explain based on this sum, not this. This is the method. This is the question to explain the next method. The average of a teacher and the 3 students in 20 is 20 years. The average of teacher and the 3 student is 20 years. If all the 3 students are of the same age and the difference between the age of the teacher and each student is 20 years, then what is the age of the teacher? Here the question is what? What is the age of the teacher? How many people are there? 3 students and a teacher. So the question is based on what? The average. You know what is the average? So average of certain observation is equal to sum of the observation divided by the number of observation. This is the average formula. So here I can go according to this formula to answer this. I have the alternative method also. Okay. If I go according to this formula, what is that I have? See here, I don't know what is the age of the students here and also what is the age of the teacher here. But they have said what? 3 students are of the same age. That means I'll take one student age is X, means 3 students we have all their ages are going to be X. And they have given one condition between what condition with respect to the teacher and the student age. That means that is what? Difference between the age of the teacher and the student is 20 years. That means what? Teacher is 20 years older than the student, which means these are the ages of the student. If I take teacher's age is going to be X plus 20. Then only if I take the difference between these two, it is going to be 20. So this is the teacher's age. So now I have assumed just the teacher's age and the student's age and the teacher age. Now, as per the formula of average, if I go, I'll get the answer. They have given what? The average of all 4 people, it is 20. They are given it is 20. In that case, average, how do I find? Sum of all the observation here, what? 4 numbers. What are they? 3 students age plus 1 teacher age. How many quantity here? 4. Number of observations 4. This average only they have given what? 20. It is given in the question. Just if you add all x in the numerator, I'll get 4x plus 20. This is equal to, if I just multiply this 4 with 20, I'll get what? 80. So what I'm getting? 4x is equal to 60. I have x is equal to what? 15. When x is equal to 15, the student age is what? Each student age is 15 years. The question is about the teacher age. Teacher age is what? X is 15, means 15 plus 20, it is going to be 35 is the teacher age. So the option is what? 35 years. C. This is the correct answer for this question. This is one way of doing this sum. just knowing the formula for the question or this given sum, and just understanding the question, applying the formula, getting the answer. This is one way of doing the sum. The other way, you can just again, you can check the options, or you can validate the options based on the given question. How? Here what they have given is what? Teacher age only they have given. And they have given what in the question? The difference between the teacher age and each student is 20. Suppose if I take first option, if the teacher is 25 years old, means the student is going to be what? 5 years old. Then only what I'll get the difference? 20. The difference need to be 20 between teacher age and the student age. If the teacher is 25 years old and the student need to be what? 5 years old. In that case, like that, there are 3 students. 3 student age is going to be what? 15. This is the teacher age, 3 student age. If I add them, what I get? 40. 40 by 4 average I'm finding. Sum of all the ages what? 40 divided by 4, I'm getting what? 10. The average I'm not getting 20, instead I'm getting what? 10. Therefore this option we can remove. The average I'm getting with respect to this option is 10, not 20, but they have given what? Average is 20 for all 4 people. Therefore this is wrong option. 30 if I take, the next option is 30. If the teacher age is 30, the student age is going to be 10, because the difference need to be 20. Each student is of 10 years old, means 3 students are there. So 30 students, 3 student age. If I add it, I'll get 30. Teacher age is what? 30. Therefore, sum of all 4 ages, it is going to be what? 60. 30 plus 30. If I find the average, I'm getting what? 15. Again, I'm not getting the average is 20. Therefore, this option is also what? Invalid as per the given condition in the question. So the next option is what? 35. 35. Teacher age is 35, means student age is going to be 15. Each student is going to be what? 15 years old. 3 students age, it is what? 45. Sum of the ages of the 3 students and the teacher, it is going to be what? 80. 35 plus 45, 80. If I find the average, it is going to be 20. Now only I'm getting what? Average is 20. Therefore option what? Again in this case also 35 is the correct answer. So this is what the other method. Either you can, after understanding the question, you can go by the conventional method, knowing the formula, applying the formula and getting the answer, or you can validate the options also. This is the other way of answering the question. Okay, this is another method. This is the 4th method. I'm just explaining you. Okay, so this is one method we can adopt while solving the UPSC question. Okay, fine. We'll go to the next question. Okay, just this is also same kind of method only. Let us solve this question. Let us and then check whether this is falling under the category what we have discussed. 4 category we have discussed, or 4 methods we have discussed. So what is the question here? A person bought a car and sold it for 3 lakh. If he incurred a loss of 20%, then how much did he spend to buy the car? So this is the question. So what is that you have to understand from this question? So in this question, what is the cost price? See, this question is based on the selling price and the cost price. Okay, profit loss. So here, what is the cost price of the car? We don't know, but selling price only we know it is 3 lakhs. So when he sold it for 3 lakhs, he incurred what? 20% loss. So in that case, what is the cost price? How much he has spent to buy the car? That is the question. Okay, we have to find the cost price.
I hope so. You know what is cost price, selling price. With that assumption only, just I'm solving this question. And here, see here, we don't know what is the cost price of the car. I'll take that to be what? Rupees X. And here, the selling price, you sold it for what? Rupees 3 lakhs. So when he is selling for this amount, he is incurring what? 20% loss. That means this is the original amount. In this amount, 20% loss means 80%, 100 minus 20, 80% of X. This amount only what? This 3 lakh. This is what you are understanding. This is how I understand. This is one method, okay, to solve this question. So I can just answer this. So 80% of X percentage means what? 80 divided by 100 into X. This is equal to 3 lakh. So just if I cancel this, I mean cancellation. So it is 4 by 5. Therefore, X is equal to 3 lakh into, if I bring this number that side, it is going to be 5 by 4. If I cancel this, I'll get to what? So it is 7 times 5 times, so 75,000. 75,000 into 500, I mean 5 times. So it is going to be 0, 0, 5, 2, 35, 37. So it is 3,75,000. So that is the answer. So he has bought the car for 3,75,000. 3,75,000 with the 20% loss. Yes, what? Sold the car for 3 lakhs. So the answer for this question is what? 3,75,000. What is that I did? I made one understanding from the question. I know the percentage concept. Just I applied it. I got the answer. So though the problem is based on what? The profit and loss. Profit and loss, the base is what? Percentage. Using the percentage, I'm getting the answer. This is alternate method. Alternately, I'm approaching the sum. The normal method or the conventional method for this one, since it is falling under the profit and loss, if you want to find the cost price, when you know the loss percentage, this is the formula. 100 minus loss percentage into the selling price. This is the formula conventionally. If you just use this formula, you'll get what? 100 divided by 100 minus loss percentage is 20. So into selling price what? 3 lakh. If you just simplify this, 100 by 80 into what? 3 lakh, you'll get the same answer of what? 3,75,000. So this is also same thing, only you'll get. So this is 5 by 4. That cancellation only I have done there. So it is going to be 3,75,000. This is other way. So based on my understanding, I applied percentage concept. I found the answer. This is the formula we use in the profit and loss. Since loss percentage means this is the formula we use. We can use that formula. We can get the answer. This is the another method. The third method is what? You can again here in this case also what? You can validate each option. How I can validate each option? See here, what is the options given? They are the amount that person spent to buy the car. That means these are the cost prices they have given. Okay. In the cost prices, if I find the 80% of this cost prices, I should get what? 3 lakh. 80% of this cost price should be what? 3 lakh. Then the option which is satisfying that condition, that is what, 80% of the cost price. If it is 3 lakh means that option only correct option. Okay, for example, if I take 3,60,000 as the cost price of the car, so 3,60,000, it is 80% if I found out of this. So it is going to be what? It is going to be 48, remaining 4, 24, 28. So 1230. So I'm getting 2,88,000, which is not equal to 3 lakh. So 80% of that cost price need to be 3 lakh. So it is not satisfying that condition. I'm getting only this. Therefore, this option you can remove. Like that, you can remove the other options also. Only option which is going to satisfy what? That 3,75,000. If I find the 80% of this amount, this is going to be 3 lakh. This option only will satisfy that condition. You can again validate the options. So same question, single question, we can answer in 3 ways. Either alternative method you can approach, a direct formula you can approach, or you can validate what? The option. So this is what the other method. So here in this method, we can think of the alternative method or the direct formula method or the options validating. This is another method we can adopt when we solve the max questions in CSAT. Okay. Next method. See here, an 8-digit number, this is the number, leaves the remainder 0. Leaves the remainder 0, they have given, when divided by what? 3. How many values of B are possible? So here we should know some understanding here. That is, if I divide 100 by 10, the quotient only 10, but the remainder here what? 0. Remainder here 0. Similarly, if I divide 30 by 3, the quotient only 10, but the remainder is what? 0. Okay, the same way, when you divide this 8-digit number by what? 3, remainder need to be what? 0. But what is the condition here? They didn't give the exact number. Instead, they have kept some digit, the unit digit as B. They hided that unit digit. So in the unit digit place, we can replace any number. How many numbers we can replace in the place of B? That is the question. How many values of B are possible? Okay. So here what I should here I don't know what is the number, exact number. I am able to understand what is the question here, but I have not given here the exact number, but they have given what? It is divisible by 3, so that what? Remainder is 0. So what are the possible values for B? So here you should know one rule to answer this question, or one result to answer this question. If you know that result only, what? It is going to be easy, or else you cannot solve this question. What is that rule? This is a 2019 question, UPSC CSAT question. So what is that rule? If I want to say some number is divisible by 3, means its sum of the digits need to be divisible by 3. For example, 312, is it divisible by 3 or not? How do I validate it? How do I check it? I just add the digits in the number. I'm getting what? 6. 6 is divisible by 3. When this number is divisible by 3, therefore this number is divisible by 3. This is the rule, divisibility rule, you must know to answer this question. For example, 513 if I take, or 514 if I take, whether this number is divisible by 3 or not, I have to check it. How do I check it? So I add the digits of this number. It is going to be what? 5 plus 1 plus 4. It is 10. When I divide 10 by 3, when I divide 10 by 3, I'm going to get the remainder as what? 1. Not here, you see, when I divide 6 by 3, I'm getting remainder as 0. Here I'm getting remainder as 1. Therefore, 10 is not exactly divisible by 3. So this number 514. This you would have studied. So we are going to use this concept only. So they have given what? This number is divisible by 3. That is the meaning here, remainder 0. So what are the possible ways? So add all the digits, keep that B as it is. What are the possible values you can substitute in B? That we are going to verify. So that is what are the numbers they have given? So it is 4. So it is 4, 2, 5, 2, 7, 4, 6, B. This is the number. If I add all the digits of this number, what do I get? So it is 6, 11, 13, 20, 24, 30. I'm getting, if I add all the digits of this number, 30 plus B. Now you just replace. If B is replaced by 0, 30 plus 0 is what? 30. 30 is what? Divisible by 3. Therefore, 0 is possible. In place of B, we can what? Take 0. Can I take 1 in place of B? Can I take 1? If I take 1 in place of B, I'm going to get what? 31. So 31 I'll be getting. In this case, the remainder is not going to be 0. When I divide by 3, it is going to be what? 1. Therefore, 1 is not possible. So like that, what are the other numbers can satisfy this condition? In the place of B, I can take 3, 33. Remainder is 0 when I divide by what? 3. Again, 6 plus 30, 36. When I divide by 3, again it is going to be what? Remainder 0. So next number is 9. So 39 I can take. 39 when I divide by 3, remainder is 0. These are the 4 numbers. What is that? 30, 33, 36, 39. In place of B, therefore we can have what? 0. We can have what? 3. We can have what? 6. We can have what? 9. How many numbers are there? 4. There are 4 possibilities available for the digit B here, or unit digit. In place of B, we can have the 4 possibility. Therefore, for that question, the option is what? C, 4th. 4 is the answer. C is the option, which is the correct option for this question. So in this question, you should note the rule or the result. This is the result. This is the rule. So divisibility test for 3. If you know that, then you will be able to answer this question. Like this, you have the questions. This is the another method. You cannot think of the alternative way. Okay. So here you are not going to state straight away. You are not going to substitute straight away 4 here. No. How many number? The question is how many numbers. Okay. Therefore, here you know the concept, you know the result, or you know what the some here rule or result. I'm saying some case if you know formula only, you'll be able to solve the sum like that. So you may not have like the previous sum different methods to answer the question. You'll have monotonous method, only one method to answer the question. Like that also been asked in the UPSC CSAT question. This is another way. Only you should know the result or rule to understand or to answer the question. Result or rule or formula, whatever. Then only you'll be able to answer the question. These kind of questions also been asked in the UPSC. Next. So this is also same similar kind of question. Here, when a runner was crossing the 12-kilometer mark, she was informed that she had completed only 80% of the race. How many kilometers were the runners supposed to run in this event? That means what? We don't know how much she has to run. That is what x kilometer, let us take. So she has run only 80% of the distance, right? 80% of the distance means this one, this is equal to 12 kilometer. 80% she has ran, and it is going to be what, 12 kilometer. We don't know what is the exact distance she has to run. So it is what, 80%, it is going to be what, 12. So what is that? X is equal to, it is going to 15. If you just simplify, it is going to be 15. So just knowing the percentage formula, I'm applying it here, I'm getting the answer. Of course, you can here, you can go from the option, you can validate the option. So here, what I want to say is that if you know the formula, you can easily answer the question. And of course, this question can be validated by using the option. For 15%, 15, if you take, it's 80% only what, 12. So 14, if you take, it's 80% is not going to be 12. So like that you can validate. But here I have taken this question to explain this. If you know the formula, you can answer the question. This is what the previous method and this method. So rule or result or formula, if you know it, you can answer the question. The last one is just, this is the reasoning question based on the series. So just reasoning question. In the reasoning, there are many variations. Just one question alone I have taken. Just see the question. What is the logic or what is the pattern in there in the question? You understand it, then answer the question. Okay. So here they have given what, a sequence 2, 7, 22, and then what, 67, 202, and then X and 1822. This is the sequence they have given. So in the place of X, what number will come? That is the question. What is the value of X in the sequence? So if you just observe this sequence, you can understand one thing, that see, if you just try to find the relation between the consecutive numbers here, subsequent numbers. So you see here 2, if I multiply by 3, 6 plus 1, I'm getting this number 7. Again 7 I have, when I multiply by 3, I'm getting 21. 21 plus 1, I'm having what, 22. Similarly, I have 22 here. 22, if I multiply by 3, I'll get 66. 66 plus 1 is what, 71. So here, what is that I'm doing here? What is the logic here? Just multiply every number by 3, add 1, you will get the subsequent number. In the same logic here, 67, if I multiply by 3, it is 201 plus 1, it is 202. Again 202, if I multiply by 3, it is 603 plus 1, it is going to be what, 607. And 607 into 3 plus 1, it is going to be 1822. So the missing number or the value of X is going to be what, 607. Just know the logic or pattern or whatever the observation you make, understanding you make from the question. Okay, reason out. That is what reasoning. Okay, reason out and then get the answer. This is the another method we can approach or use to solve the maths related questions in CSAT exam. So I have just given many methods to solve what, the questions from maths area, right? So like this, there are various methods, and most importantly, every method cannot be applied to what, every sum. Different sum requires different method. Which method can be applied to which sum, it is based on what, your practice. Okay, so without the practice, you may not have this much clarity to adopt various methods. So that is why you require what, the practice and the training. Okay, so what is that? I'll be assuring you, if you suppose take the course of CSAT, which we are going to conduct for the next 2 months. So the first thing is that I'll be taking every concept. See, the CSAT exam is not about the shortcuts. It is about the concept. You should have the concept clarity. The concept here in the sense max formulas, max techniques. So I'll try to give all the nuances in the topics or in max area, and I'll try to teach the conventional, and if there is any alternate method or easier techniques, that I'll try to teach it. Okay, I'll comprehensively cover the syllabus for the CSAT exam from the max area, and also comprehension part also will be taken care by our Lakshmi madam. She will be handling the reasoning and comprehension part. So that is the first part. So comprehensive coverage of the syllabus and all the nuances in the problem solving technique, everything will be taught to you. First thing. The second thing is, when you just go through this process, you will have more confidence to face the CSAT exam, more confidence, and you will have the more technique to solve a problem. Simple problem or given a problem, you will have many techniques. If you get the answer from by one method, you can verify the same answer by the other method in the exam. So you yourself can verify. So so that what you have the more technique to answer the question. Second thing. And the third thing is what, when you are more confident, when you are having more technique, when you are having more knowledge in this max area, you will be what, fear free to handle or to face the CSAT exam. That is the outcome which is going to give this, which is going to be given by this course. And the third three things I expect from the students. One is that the student need to be regular. That is the first thing I will be expecting from the students. And the second one is that if we are giving some work or some homeworks, that need to be completed. Okay. And the second thing, and of course, as I said, you have to be regular, and just you have to practice these sums whatever we give, and of course you have to write the test. So it is not about the test writing at the end. So it is a process. So you have to go through this process. It is a continuous process. You have to go through this process, then only what your end product is going to be good. So test is very must, and each component test you have to write. And it is not about only the final, the mock test or something like that. Writing that test is not going to be useful. If you write that test alone, it is not going to be useful. So component test also you have to write. So these three things, if you follow, you will just be good in CSAT. So this is what you are expected, okay, to do, and what I will do, just I said. And of course we are starting the new course from tomorrow onwards. From tomorrow till the end of April, I guess. And the timing is going to be from morning 7 to 9, Monday to Thursday. 4 days you will be having the course. Max 3 days, English 1 day. That is what the day and the duration for the class. And fees, with regard to fees, please call to our institution to know the fees and register yourself. So a good start is always a better year. So you are in the competitive world here. So try to or take the right decision, walk on the right path to achieve your goal. So we are here as a Sadik IAS Academy unit. We are here to help you to achieve your dream. So this is what about this orientation. If you have any questions or queries, you can ask now. I'll unmute all of you. Any questions or any clarification, any queries you have, you can ask now. I'll be answering. Or did I give some input related to CSAT, or what is that you have feedback? Something you say, somebody want to ask something or something you want to say, please say it. Nobody? Can we use calculator in CSAT exams or no? You are not allowed to use calculator in CSAT exam. If you are allowed to use the calculator in CSAT exam, then will not be given 2 hours. Okay. So you are not allowed. Calculator is strictly prohibited. Okay. CSAT exam, you are not allowed. Any other question? You can unmute yourself and you can ask question directly. Or you can text also. How many hours the entire CSAT course are? See, the CSAT courses for 2 months, April, I mean, we are starting tomorrow till the end of April, 27th, I guess. Till April 27th, the course is going to be conducted. Weekly 4 days class. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, morning 7 to 9. Okay, any other question?
Sir, can we able to get the recorded video on evening, sir? Suppose we miss the class on Monday.
If you miss the class, you will be getting the recorded video. That is for sure.
Thank you.
Okay. And that is your responsibility. We also give the video, and you should make sure that you are getting the video.
Okay.
Okay. How many hours the entire? Okay, sir. How to prepare ours? What is that? Ourselves for numeracy. Fee details. Okay. 2 questions. I have first question. If you are suppose preparing on your own, you have to buy some book in the market. See here. Suppose if you take the average topic, in the book they would have given what 300 to 400 questions. You cannot solve all 300 to 400 questions first. Just you have to learn the average concept by just solving 25 to 30 questions. That crux will be given in the class. If you study on your own, I don't know whether you will be studying the right thing. Okay. So if you study on your own, suppose some of you asked, suppose you are planning to prepare on yourself, means you have to buy some books in the market. You have to prepare on your own. Fee details I said at the last. So please make a call to the office number of Sadik IAS Academy. They will be telling you the fees details. Classes only on online or offline? No, the classes is going to be online as well as offline. The classes will be online, offline. If you are interested to attend offline classes, you are most welcome. Sir, I'm not interested to attend offline classes. I'm comfortable with the online classes. Yes, whatever I see, same thing will happen. What I'm doing it here, it will be you will be sitting in your room and you will be listening. Okay, Zoom link will be sent. So online, offline class will be there. You will be attending class through Zoom link if you intend to attend through online. Okay, thank you. Fine. Any other questions? Okay, that's it. No other questions? Timings are online. Timing, same timing. See, if you are attending the online class, the class is going to be from morning 7 to 9. Live, you can attend. Or if you want the recorded video class, you can get it, you can see afterwards. Both the things are possible. You can either come directly, or you can attend the live class online, or you can get the recorded video, or afterwards you can watch it. All 3 possibilities available. Okay. Any other question? Okay. I hope so. There is no further question. So with this, I end this session. Thank you for your kind listening. Thank you. I hope so. We'll be meeting very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, fine.